Hi there, welcome to Spanish Help video number 3, and today's topic is, you guessed it, numbers. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of numbers that we need to be aware of. The first thing we need to be aware of is that there are two types of numbers. There are cardinal numbers and there are ordinal numbers. Cardinal numbers are the same kinds of numbers that we all know of when we think about numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. While ordinal numbers put things in an order, hence first, second, or third, etc. Now here, we're going to look at the cardinal numbers. I've jumped ahead a little bit simply because there are a couple of numbers that we need to be aware of. First, 1 through 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we start with 10 right here. And now we're going by tens. These are the ones that tend to show up most on things like the National Spanish Exam or the numbers that teachers are always looking for on their particular tests. So you've got 10, but then you have 20 or 30, and those you have to pay attention to because of their spelling, V-I-E-N-T-E, that kind of thing. 60 and 70 instead of 60 or 70, something along those lines. So definitely these middle ones are ones that are worth people studying. And then of course we want to point out then the hundreds. There are a couple you need to pay attention to. 100, but then it becomes 200, 300, 400, and then I've marked 500, 700, and 900 because 500 is completely crazy with 500, 700, and 900. And then of course we finish off right here with 1000 for 1,000. So these are numbers that definitely we're going to be working on, and you should be working on, and definitely make sure you pay attention in how to spell them. Next we'll look at ordinal numbers. Now with ordinal numbers, here is 1st through 10th. That's probably about all you would really need to know, certainly in the lower levels of Spanish. However, there is one topic that you definitely need to be aware of when talking about ordinal numbers, and that deals with the numbers 1st and 3rd. Okay? So here's the important point to remember. When 1st and 3rd precede a masculine singular noun, let's just say for the sake of argument we use the word el mes, as in the month. If we're going to say the 1st of the month, or the 3rd of the month, 3rd day of the month, the 1st month or the 3rd month, Spanish does something a little tricky that you have to pay attention to. And what it does is it drops the O on 1st and 3rd. So you end up saying, instead of el primero mes, you say el primer mes. El tercero mes? No. It would be el tercer mes. So let's take a look at some examples, shall we? For example, here we have the 1st day, the 2nd day, the 3rd window, and the 3rd test. Now remember, with the 1st and 3rd, if it's followed by a singular masculine noun, we have to drop the O. So in this particular case, we'll start with the 1st day. The word for day is dia, and it happens to be masculine. So in this case, we'll write it as el primer dia. And the reason we write primer is because dia is a masculine noun, singular, and we drop the O. However, on the 2nd day, we would write it as el segundo dia. Why? Why do we drop the O on primer but not on segundo? The simple answer is because I said so. Only with 1st and 3rd do we drop the O, not with 2nd. Let's take a look at the 3rd example. The 3rd window. Well, the word for window is ventana. So should we write el tercer ventana or la tercera ventana? And the answer, of course, for this one is la tercera. We don't drop the O because ventana is not singular masculine. However, with test,
Look at this. It's exciting.
we do.